why you cannot retire comfortably with traditional investment advice by your registered investment. So I'm going to share with you a story. But first, imagine that you are just a regular professional, like either a firefighter, a medical doctor, an accountant, or a lawyer. You don't have a Wall Street background. You don't have an investment background. To prepare for your retirement, you got an appointment with your RIA or registered investment advisor. Your advisor happily recommended you to invest in index fund, mutual fund, bond, insurance, or investing to a big Wall Street firm, like a Wall Street hedge fund. Because you told your advisor that you can take high risk, you're an aggressive risk taker, he recommended you to invest in a well-known, large, established hedge fund. You follow your advice happily. After all, in your mind, you believe that your investment advisor knows best. After all, they are professional in what they do. So in late 2023, you invested $200,000 into a Wall Street hedge fund that your advisor recommended. You checked your balance and saw that your investment grew by 12% in 2024, another 15% in 2025, and after 2% management fee and 20% performance fee to a hedge fund, plus the 1% fee that goes to your RIA or your advisor, initial $200,000 invested now grew to $255,000. You are quite happy with the result. Nowadays, you use AI for many things, for creating picture, for analyzing email, so on and so forth. So you decided to use AI to do some research about the hedge fund as well as the investment advisory service. So you play around with both Grok AI and ChatGPT and ask if the average hedge fund can outperform the market. They gave you an answer that shocked you. Only 6.6% of all hedge funds outperform the market in a 10-year span. But that is completely different from what you were told. Now, you know that the market return on an average 8% each year. So with over 94% of the hedge fund out there underperforming that 8% mark or the market average, you're not a dummy, and you realize that big fund underperform. You realize that they lied to you, the institution lied to you, hedge fund are not all that sexy, and you know you need a better solution for your retirement. You want to have at least a few $1,000,000 so that you can retire comfortably, not penny pinch. Now they keep that truth from you so that they can make the 2% management fee. The math is simple. This is how big, large, established hedge fund make money. 2% of $1 billion that they manage would give them $20 million each year. Just that management fee alone, that's how big hedge fund make money. Not from the performance. And performance is your holy grail to building your profit to have that luxurious, comfortable retirement. Now, how about your investment advisor? He's happy to recommend you the big fund to get that 1% investment fee or advisory fee for him. After all, in school, he's learned that he should recommend to you what is well-known, what is safe. By recommending to you what is well-known, what is safe, they will not lose their job. I want to share with you the next story. Can an unknown and emerging fund like Evergrowth be your secret to a great retirement or even early retirement that the Wall Street, the institution, that power of be are keeping the secret from you? Here's my story with that unknown fund that could be your holy grail to a great retirement. So in late 2023, me and a group of my clients from my consulting business that I ran for over the past 15 years in the life science sector decided to launch a biotech hedge fund. 2 years after the fund is launched, I talked to different people and they recommended that I join professional organization and then to pitch for our company. 2 years ago, I went to the UAE, specifically Dubai, during the event at the Academic Business Circle to raise capital for our biotech hedge fund, Evergrowth. Imagine that you are me, traveling to Dubai for the first time, speaking on the same stage as some of the greatest speakers, world diplomats, ambassadors, seasoned CEOs, lawyers, scientists, MBAs. You did that, boys. Let's get ready to rumble. That captured the audience attention immediately. You engaged with the audience. You used the spacing appropriately. You asked the audience questions to get response to that interest. And then you also invited your colleague to come and join with you to share in limelight. You know damn well that the stage is yours. You kick out of it. The presentation, you walk outside to the hall, what people do to get snacks, to use the restroom, and then to get some wine or some more coffee. The pros came to you and said, a great presentation that you did. That's the best presentation I've heard all day. You felt very happy after you heard that. And you also dressed nice in your three-piece suit and also a pocket watch, a gold chain that you wired you up, that you emulate after your this mentor, the GOAT. You want to model your life after him. So you were able to exchange number, got contact with some of the bosses, also connect with 3 ambassadors. You sitting, the next day you sat in the 5-star hotel in Dubai, looking out in the water, seeing all Yeah, it's so magnificent, something you've never seen before. You were expecting that after this presentation, that a lot of people will call you, will onboard to your fund, and the fund will explode. In your mind, you were so confident and you were so determined because you rather die than your wife and daughter. Nowadays, with wife and daughter, you are determined to be accountable for yourself, to make money for them, to grow your company, your business, to provide for them, to take great care of your wife and kid. Not a single dime invested. All you hear is the sound of cricket. You went on countless Zoom calls with prospective investors, only to hear, no, send us information. We'll think about it. But you know damn well, when they say that, they will never invest. You were so eager to get results because you have your wife to take care of, your daughter to take care of, and you were very upset. Not at the people at the event, not at your colleagues, but yourself. You feel so disappointed in yourself that you cannot achieve results. You also feel very bad for the investors because deep down, you know that they missed out on a great opportunity. They could have increased their money significantly so they can retire early, or they can expand their nest egg, their retirement. At the same time, by investing your fund, they can also support the medical innovation that deliver hope for patients to improve the patient quality of life. But they are missing out because of the advice they got from the investment advisor, from the institution, from the Wall Street pro. And also because you did not know how to sell or close. You put yourself in those investors' shoes. So you can see that the investor had to consult the investment advisor before making an investment decision on your fund. You are new. You are nobody. The only people that know you are your tribe from IBI, or Integrated Biosci Investing. So with this new prospective investor, if you put yourself in there, think that why would they place their life saving into your management, into your hedge fund? Now, RIA, they're trained to recommend the investor to invest in what is well known and what is safe, so that if the investment doesn't work out well, they will not lose their job. They will not look bad. They are not trained to make a recommendation for you to invest in a new startup fund, not a guy who does not have a piece of gray hair, half of your age. So chances are that they will not, and they will never make any recommendation for you to invest in that fund that is the secret to your great retirement, to build tremendous wealth. Now, you know how those guys think because some of your clients are professional money manager who manage money, and also you have been in this market for a while. The power, you know how the institution thinks. 2 years passed by, your fund now deliver over 100% gross returns in just a little bit over 2 years. In that same time span, the pro are lucky to hit 30% gain for 2 years combined. The elephant in the room is that you knew you 2 years ago. And then further time proved that you were right and they were wrong, because they, the institution, the power, they hated, and they force that keep you down, want to keep you in the dark, to maintain the status quo, to fit the narrative. As long as status quo, you will always need them. You will always need the RIA. You will always need the Wall Street Pro, and also the boring insurance product, CD mutual fund, index fund, and also the big Wall Street fund. But you know better how such product perform. Nowadays, you go to search on Google, on AI, and you know truth. Now, their return is like trickle of water from a tiny hole. Your product, your investment, your fund is like water that flow massively out of an uncapped bottle. The difference is your disappointment, you are still proud of yourself because you are already breaking tradition, going into a niche, an extremely difficult niche to get into, to build a 7-figure biotech hedge fund with professional investor, one that you launched not from Wall Street, not from huge office, but from the home office, with your daughter, with your wife, with your 2 cats, Cookie and Stormcloud. Your daughter named them. You didn't need a team of analysts. You didn't need a team up to assist you in picking winning stock because you already have done that for your client over the past 15 years. You know the odds are stacked against you in making tremendous success. One versus the whole fucking team. But being the person that you are, it excites you. It excites you to go against the power. It excites you as Mighty Mouse fighting against the elephant. Now, despite your confidence and high self-esteem, you realize a dark truth. Unless you become like a Wall Street pro, you will never be able to get institutional money. Big, huge money, billions. That's Harvard endowment, Columbia endowment, Yale endowment, insurance company. Without that institutional backing, you would never reach an impact that transforms lives. Your own family, your friends, the poor people around the world, the countless patients out there. So you come to the conclusion that you have to play the big boys game. There's no shame in that because you can reach out to more people. You can help more people. It's worth shedding your ego, your pride to pieces. So with humility, you now decided to go back to school. It's something that you hated and you promised to yourself to never go back to school because you're going to medical school was your parents' dream. Now, you're determined to get the licensing that the Wall Street Pro have. So you enroll to take Series 65, to get your RIA, to get your executive MBA, instead of going to the traditional schooling that takes 5 to 6 months to get a Series 65, you just went ahead, register for exam. You force yourself to learn fast, to evolve. So you only give yourself 5 weeks to study for the exam on self-learning, while you still have to run a full-time job during the day. Now, some of the investors are starting to knock on your door to invest. You're happy early in this year, in January, about $1,000 of additional investment. So instead of telling the investor that I told you, had you invested $10 million with me, you would have gained more than $5 million after the fee and expense from the fund. But you keep your humility, you being professional. So you onboarded the investor. You close the investor, not because the investor are starting to notice you, and also because you learn about marketing, about sales, so that you can raise additional capital on your own. So you are sitting at home writing the script for this video. You know damn well that you don't need any fancy degrees. Degrees are only illusion for successful investing in biotech. Yet the power of B want you to believe it. That way they can charge you school tuition, licensing fee, 2% management fee, so on and so forth, to keep the status quo, to keep the narrative. What you truly need, my friend, is to believe in yourself, trust in your intuition, follow your heart, partner with people who have been there, done that, get mentorship from people who have been there, done that, people who are industry veteran, titan in their niche, who have a big heart to help you, and also take massive risks to grow. Never give up on your dream. Never let any institution, naysayer, hater, or anything stop you from achieving your dream. Most importantly, appreciate your family. Appreciate your husband, your wife, your kid. They made sacrifice for you so that you can achieve your dream. You need to be thankful to those people. Lastly, and this is something that Charlie Munger recommended. And Charlie Munger, as you know, is Warren Buffett partner that run Berkshire Hathaway. Always learn every day. As you know, the market is always evolving. Nowadays with AI, many people, at least 60% of the job will be replaced by AI in the next 10 years. If you don't study, you don't evolve. You better have someone in your team that have a knack for learning, evolving, and picking up new skills. Else, you will be left behind, my friend. You will be obsolete. Keep in mind, you don't need formal schooling. You can read blog, watch YouTube, enroll in online course, buy book. Ask someone to help you getting their mentorship. I learned pretty much all about business from reading books, watching video from my mentor, getting my mentor advice. Real mentor, not fake gurus. I hope you enjoyed this introductory video. And for the next video, you will get to hear my interview, and you'll get to hear the story from who is an investor in Evergrowth, and also my friend. If you want to learn more about our fund, click subscribe to my YouTube channel, share it with your friends. Also, go to the fund website, put your email in, join our emailing list, join our school community where you get to connect with the investor in Evergrowth, ask your question, exchange ideas, share your favorite stock tip, and also learn more about our investing process. I look forward to seeing you soon.